Hi, my name is Alexandre, and to be honest, I didn't want to make this documentary. My mom forced me to make this, and I just felt like, why would I make a documentary when I felt like I didn't have anything powerful or important or uplifting to say? And so I just really thought for a long time, and I was just like, what are people gonna get out of this film? And then I was like, I'm in New York and I'm in the heart of it, so why don't I make a film about that? I mean, there's so many powerful things in New York, and New York is full of people who are important and uplifting. I feel like, why don't I make a film about being creative? And so this is that film. Christmas in New York has always been a staple in our household. Ever since I was 5 years old, I go to Rockefeller every year and admire the Christmas lights. I was always amazed by the range of people, the busyness, and the drive of the city. Despite any career struggles, Christmas in New York helped me solidify my passion and show me the power of my voice. The reason why I wanted to study filmmaking, to be honest, it was really like, it just came natural to me. I think there was like never really a point where I was like, what do I want to do in my life? I think film was always the thing that like I was like, okay, this is like for me, this isn't just like a hobby to me, this is like my life.
When I was 5, I was flipping through channels on the TV and landed on an episode of Project Runway. I remember thinking to myself, I can definitely do what they're doing.
I just wanted to like be in the movie. I think I used to imagine that I was in the movie.
And I think like my mom really influenced me to be an artist. I think like without her, I probably wouldn't be as like interested in film, because I was like literally analyzing it at that point, like from such a young age, because my mom would tell me like, oh, this is how they made this is how they made that, and I was like, wait, what?
My parents especially saw that I was so passionate about it. That's what made them support me, and with the support from RealWorks, like they saw, okay, wait, this could actually be a real career.
And then I realized, oh, in documentary, people are who they are, and you're just providing a lens and a window into people's lives and their stories.
And this is like really home to me. This is home. Like every time where I go to the city, I feel like just like rejuvenated. I feel like uplifted and like almost alive. Like I feel like a lot of the time just the energy of the city will kind of like bleed into you.
When I'm at the train station and I see like a rat, you know, eating a piece of pizza on the floor, I always say that could only happen in New York.
There's like always this joke that New York is the place that you can like cry in public and no one will care, because we all are living our separate lives. But I actually think that's really freeing. Like I don't take it to mean that it's so isolating. I take it to mean that we're all on this journey together.
You want to go to LA or you want to go to New York. And I was also interested in doing theater and Broadway plays. So I wanted to stay in New York for that.
I took a step back and I'm like, wait, I want to do films like Spike. Like that's my type of storytelling. So I feel like New York is the perfect place to be.
My personal favorite story is I was at a party wearing a dress that I made. I was complimented on that dress and offered a job. And that's something that I feel like, you know, it could happen outside of New York, but it's such a New York story.
Oh, I can't sleep at every song, every dream, you're the same song.
I think life is like a big film because in film, you go through different emotions. Sometimes when you watch a movie, someone's crying, someone's laughing.
Because if you think about like painting, for example, that's a very like, that's just you and the canvas. But like with film, it's like a bunch of creative minds coming together. And so I think that's why I really fell in love with this art form.
The one that I tend to bring up the most is a production of Dracula that I did. We had a budget of $750. They wanted me to do all white, historically accurate costumes that would get drenched in blood by the end of the show and then revert back to white for the next performance.
The summertime I did an internship. We made our own short film. Working on that like set was really like, I don't know, it just made me be like, yeah, this is where I want to be in like 10 years, but like 10 times bigger.
I feel so confident and creative in that space because I'm giving off energy that helps other people, and I'm also receiving energy from them.
I was in a performing arts program. I went to acting school, and I just loved it. I loved it, and I wanted to continue it.
At the beginning of senior year, I was really excited. I was like set in stone, like this is exactly what I'm gonna do. And I think it wasn't until like the end of senior year or like the middle where I was like, I don't know if like I can do this. I don't know if this is like the major that I want to go into, the life that I want to set for myself.
You know, I always think about the fact that when people want to go into the arts, typically someone will ask them, oh, and what's your backup plan?
Like my friends doing communications, engineering, I'm like, wait, I'm not really doing like a real job, you know?
I felt like so much pressure to tell good stories because I was going into film, and I was like, well, I need to show for it, because what if somebody like comes up to me and is like, you're doing a film major, and then I'm like, well, I don't have any films right now, and I also can't create any, so.
And acting is like 12 to 14 hour shifts. So I was like trying to juggle both, and it was just like hard on me.
Seeing like, oh, there's a lack of people of color at times, like, or in certain spaces, I was very intimidated by that, and I was like, oh, this is weird. Like, I don't know where like my community is.
Knowing that if I quit every single project where I experience something negative about my identity or my aesthetic, I'd probably never have any work.
The films from all parts of the world, there is this reality that people are making really good art.
Especially in New York, there's a lot of good filmmakers here, and more so like in school as well. Like there's a lot of capable people in my filmmaking class and people in my school that love the arts.
Even though if I'm doing like something amazing, I see somebody else doing something maybe like better, or like, you know, that comparison, and then I get really intimidated.
So I kind of slowed down with acting, and then I focused more on my career. And then later on, I had a baby. I said, you know what, I just want to be a mom. I want to bask in my momness and, you know, just be a part of this beautiful baby's life, and just be there for her as a mom, and never miss a milestone.
I think I would tell my younger self when I started to film, like, just relax.
So I would say breathe, be easy, like let things happen.
Take a moment to enjoy your surroundings and where you are at this moment in time, and just breathe.
I mean, eventually I may want to get back into acting, so that's like a future plan.
But the biggest like goal that I have in life is for somebody to tell me that my work helped them in any way, because I think that's what film has done for me.
Here, I just want people to like find themselves in my work, or find some type of relation.
And honestly, I do see New York in my future. I've been here literally my entire life. So I have a feeling that I'm always going to end up coming back here.
I can honestly say that I really do love this city. I do have a desire to live outside of the States, but if I am living in the States, it will be New York City.
My dreams, my vision would go through my daughter, you know. Even if I don't pursue acting again, I feel like everything that came from me will embody her with her success into film and what she wants to do.
But I want to watch something and be like, wow, like that was amazing. That was an amazing film, and I want to be able to say that about my own work. I want to be able to say that, you know, what I'm doing is powerful and important.
You know I'm popping 3D. Now I'm passing to her.
Coming off the brain, coming off the brain. Hey yo, the analyzer, like energizer, I'm wiser. Reflection I get from the sun, I need a visor as I kick it on the metal tip. Rolling through the seas like a good ship. Lollipop, you wanna lick? I guess I won't stop. So the tick tock, you